온 세상이 너와 함께 웃을 것이다. 울어라. 너 혼자만 울게 될 것이다.
Let me ask you a question. Here's the brief summary of the question. Imagine a killer or someone with a terrible past. Someone who is utterly cruel, indifferent, or has done many things to anger others. Essentially a character deeply hated by people. Now, take that character and erase their past from their mind, or put them in a helicopter crash. Don't worry, we're not trying to kill him. This is just a little thought experiment. Our goal is to make them lose their memory. Let's assume we succeed, and the person loses their memory. Now, they're essentially reborn as a completely new individual. They don't remember their past or any of the crimes they committed. In this situation, are they still a bad person, or are they just an ordinary human being? Let's assume we're now certain that this person is just an ordinary human being. However, there are still many people who believe they should pay for the crimes they committed in the past. Think of the families of the killer's victims, for instance. Everyone insists that the person should be imprisoned and spend the rest of their life behind bars. This is where the philosophical dimension of the problem gains a tangible perspective. If we force someone who has forgotten their entire past to pay for the crimes they committed, would they feel unjustly treated and potentially turn bad again? On the other hand, are those who take away their chance to be a good person truly acting justly? Today, we will witness how someone unaware of the mistakes they made in the past pays for their crimes. The story of Oldboy might offer answers to all these questions. The film begins by showing us who the protagonist is, a person who cares little about life, making it inevitable that something will happen to them. We quickly realize, even in the first moments when the protagonist is kidnapped, that the character will develop and become someone entirely different from who they were at the start. Here, Odesu becomes trapped in a cycle. This is merely the entrance to the prison designed by the main antagonist to make him pay for his sins. The real prison begins when the cycle is broken and he steps back into the world. But that world is nothing more than a much larger prison. Oldboy strives to immerse the audience in the feeling of being trapped. But most importantly, it thrives on invoking a sense of curiosity. Creating a good plot twist is challenging. It must be carefully crafted from beginning to end, leaving no loose ends and ensuring every detail aligns without creating confusion. When I think of a well-constructed story where every event is interconnected, Attack on Titan immediately comes to mind. In Attack on Titan, the theme has always revolved around genocide. The people in that universe have either been victims of genocide and consumed by wars at specific points in history, or, by wielding the enemy's power, have turned the tables and helped inflict the same brutality on others. The world has been shaped by genocide, and this inevitably means countless wars. And however, Attack on Titan constructs its story so masterfully that even though the main themes are genocide, antinatalism, and similar profound ideas, you only come to understand these fully after the plot twist in the third season. At that moment, the first two seasons you've already watched suddenly flash before your eyes, and you experience an epiphany. In the fourth season, there's yet another plot twist, and you finally see the message the anime has been conveying from the very first season to the last. War never changes. We'll talk more about this later. Oldboy is a film with a masterful plot twist. After Odesu finds himself in a much larger prison, the world, he aimlessly wanders for a while. But even this sense of aimlessness is carefully orchestrated. Up until now, the movie has been telling you the story of Daisa's journey for revenge. However, you begin to care less about the revenge itself and more about the past action of Daisa that set all of this in motion. Then comes the legendary one-take corridor fight scene. Yet, Dasa remains one step behind, as he is merely a pawn in a premeditated game. He's just playing his part. His next move, to face the truth.